Hello, welcome to Geeked Up Board Games. My name is Carl and today we'll be learning the rules to master the art of Cobra Paw. So in Cobra Paw, a fantastic game from the makers of Banagrams, you'll have the pleasure of partaking in the ancient stone-snatching game Clorfoku, which is believed to have been created by legendary rogue Feline. Feline was defeated in battle by the Cobra Paw technique after it was instigated by the wisdom of the legendary Master Meow.
Let your anger be as a monkey in a piñata.
So the rules for the Cobra Paw tournament are incredibly simple. You start off with a series of 21 Mahjong tiles, each with a pair of symbols on them. You also have 2 dice, again with all of the relevant symbols on them. The player who is dressed in the most colourful clothing will then take the dice for the first round. You simply roll the dice, and whichever symbols appear, you must find and strike with your finger. Now bear in mind your opponent is also aiming to strike the tile, so speed is essential. Of course, there is always the possibility that more than one player will have mastered the art of Cobra Paw, in which case they will both have their finger on the tile. When that happens, you simply see which player has their finger closest to the indentation in the centre. That player wins the tile and places it in front of them. The winner then takes the dice to begin the next round. And the game begins again. Now be careful, because if you should roll the tile in front of you, it can be stolen by other players, so you must quickly defend your own tiles. The goal is to become the first player with 6 tiles, or if it's a 2-player game, 8 tiles to win. So yes, the rules really are that simple, but remember, there is certain forbidden conduct that you want to avoid unless you want to bring dishonour upon your family name forever. Remember, a player must always strike with their finger. It would be considered an act of gross dishonour to cover a tile with one's whole paw. Likewise, to hover one's paw over the table, obscuring the view of other players, would be very dishonourable. You must strike fast. Finally, when a player has won a tile, they must always keep the tile within striking distance of the other players. To obscure the tile or to place it to one side would be an act of gross dishonour. And players who insist on dishonourable behaviour will be forbidden from the tournament and sent to live in the litter box of shame. So that's the basic rules of the game. But if you ever want to spice it up, there's a few very fun variations you can try. I really like the no touchy rule. You see, it is inevitable that eventually a player will touch the wrong token. But with the no touchy rule in place, that player is then forbidden from touching any other tokens. They must wait the round out and let the other players determine the victor. Or, if you want to go very interesting, you could try Ghosts of the Fallen. One token is completely discarded from the game. That token is dead. Now, in the event the dice are rolled and that token comes up, the first player to notice that it's missing, who shouts out, "Cobra Paw!" can take any token of their choice and put it in front of them. And if you want to go really deep, you could have an epic 2 ninja standoff. That is the exact same rules as the base game, but competing for 11 tokens. So there's a lot of fun to be had, guys. It's a fantastic game. Go out, enjoy it, like and subscribe for more.